a powerful project generator that streamlines the process of setting up and managing your UI5 applications. So, what exactly is this generator? In simple terms, it is a tool that helps you quickly create and manage UI5 projects that may contain one or more UI5 applications, which we call UI modules. With this generator, you can easily handle multiple UI modules using NPM workspace. Plus, it comes with sub-generators that automate recurring tasks and saving you a ton of time. So first thing first, let's get the generator up and running. So let's get started with the VS Code. So here I basically just select the folder, and in the terminal you can see that is the current locations of my empty folder that is under my workspace. So first of all, I have to download and install the generator. So I just execute that command. I will share the link of that command so that you can find in my YouTube video description. So let it be done. It will take time to download, and after that it will install in my local environment. So let it be done. Okay, so it's done. So now what we have to verify the installation. Just execute the U. So it should show the easy UI5. Okay, so it's look like that our project generator is successfully installed. So now we will create a project inside that. So select this easy UI5. Just press enter. So now first we create a project. So I just select the project. So it is preparing the generator UI5 project. So as I said, that actually it's also had some sub-generator. So now actually again I have to select project because first we are going to build the projects. So is the preparing. Okay, so actually I'm not changing the name or space. It just com.myworks is okay. Press enter. So project name also same as it is. And the UI module. So UI module is also my UI5 app. This good. And also enable flexible programming model. So it's by default is no. It's okay. I can keep no, but in your case you can also press Y if you want this. So now actually this is that is tell you that which platform would you like to host the application. So it's appeared the total 5 platforms. So first of all, the static web server. So with this option, the project gets deployed to the Cloud Foundry via the static file build path to run on a static web server without authentication or proxies in place. So, and the next one, the application router. So with this option, the project gets deployed to the Cloud Foundry in the form of application router, which is a Node.js application that acts as a reverse proxy and can handle authentication as well, different routes within your projects. And that SAP HTML file application repository service. So with this option, the project gets deployed to Cloud Foundry via SAP UI5 HTML application repository service. So this makes the application visible in the HTML5 application section in your SAP BTP sub account. And the next one is that SAP Build Works Zone and its standard edition. So with this option, the project gets deployed to the Cloud Foundry via the HTML5 application repository service. And it is also accessible via SAP Build Works Zone standard edition. So and it's also provide a Fiori launchpad for your application. and that the SAP NetWeaver. So with this option, the UI modules get deployed to SAP UI5 NetWeaver using the deploy to above task. And if you select this, that you have to run the npm run deploy commands for the UI modules individually to deploy them. So I'm selecting this SAP NetWeaver. So actually the library, I am selecting that network, and it is SAP UI5. Okay, so near directory is okay. Install local git, so it will also configure the GitHub. So you don't need to do anything. You need to just commit, and you need to set up the name. So it's really good. I'm continuing with this. So now you can see that it's creating the projects. It's already here. So it's creating. We have to wait a little bit until it's done. So now you can see that it's already completed, and it's also added a UI module, and it's the controller CSS and the model, and it's look good. It's also added the utility test, integration, unit test. Okay, all good. But I cannot see that there's the app controller main view, but actually there is no base controller. And yeah, so let's check test run on that. So let's log in. Go to that directory and npm start. Okay, sorry, actually I have to go to the cd my UI project that npm start. So it's starting. Okay, so it's look good. It's started, but actually there is no base controller. So as there is no base controller, so actually it is extend the controller, not the base controller. So that is the reason what I have to do. Let's create an application here. So here, go back, go to the project. So inside the project, so now select that easy UI5. I want to add an application inside this project. Okay, so that my app, that is okay. So I am using that SAP UI5. Just need to answer the questions locally date. Okay, so it's creating the application. So here, actually that is the UI app, and that is my application. Okay, so I'm creating that my application. So if I go there, then actually I can see that UI5 controller. Okay, so here actually there is a base controller. So as this base controller is here, so actually the base controller is extend that the other controller actually extend the base controller. But if I go to that my UI app, then actually it's not the controller. In that controller, basically that actually it is it extends the controller. So that's the thing. So what I will do, let me add some other things. So now I will add like the another UI module. So here is the UI5 project. Then so here so what do you want to name your UI module? So okay, so okay, so new UI module is already app is there, so it will open the app 2. Okay, so it's creating. You can see that another UI module is created. Okay, so it's also not good. So it also the same that the base controller is not there, but it is okay. So now what we have to do, that UI module is already created. It's the same way I can create another one. So now let's check about the model. So the same way. UI5 project, then model is preparing the generator. Okay, so now actually it's asking that actually which UI module I want to add the model. Okay, so now actually here that is the only two, but it's look like that I cannot add the UI. I cannot add the model inside my applications, because inside this application actually I have that base controller. So that is the reason what I can do. I can just copy the name, and if I go to the JSON, so here actually let me add manually, and now execute this again. So I want to add model. Okay. Now it should appear my applications, because basically I want to add model inside my applications, because here that is a base controller is here. So now you can see actually that it is appearing here. So I am selecting that my org and my app. Okay, so I can give a name, otherwise actually it will give a default name. So okay, it's fine. So I will select that JSON OData 4. It's really nice actually. It's also supported OData 4, OData version 2 and JSON. So I'm selecting the OData version 2. That's fine. and source URL of that service. So from here, my on-premises systems, that is that SAP HANA. So here actually I have to use this URL. Actually, someone also asked me that how I can configure this. So actually what you have to do, you have to go to the extension and you have to use that SAP Fiori tools. So yeah, so you have to install that SAP Fiori. Actually, that is the SAP Fiori tools extended pack. So if you install that, after that you will get this the system configuration. Okay, so now I am just copy this URL. So now I have to paste this URL here. Okay, proxy setup. So it's very important, and sometimes like actually it is stored in that UI5 YAML file. So otherwise manually you have to set up the backend server. So it's look like that it will configure the YAML file as well. It's really nice. Okay, so continue because I want this, and it's override find. Yes, okay. Overrides spines again. Why? Okay. So now actually you can see that yeah, the backend server is already configured, and it is also put the path here, and it will collect data from that local server. So now if I go to that manifest, so everything is that my UI5 app. So if I go to that manifest, so here because now actually I am in that my app. So here, okay, so it's look the data source also configured. It's really nice. And here actually you have to put your URL. I mean that your data service gateway URL and your gateway service. You need to just copy and paste. That's okay. So now actually if I go to that model, so now actually yeah, it's look good. Actually that is the default data source. It has been configured. So that is the reason actually it's smart, and actually that is really good. So now you understand that how you can add your model here. So now let's add, now try to add the view the same way. Control C. Let me little bit. Model, I want to add another view. Actually, it support only the XML view. That's fine because most of the UI5 actually use that XML view. I think that is the reason they included only the XML view. So now actually I am adding that view. So now it is showing that where I want to add the view. So I want to add the view in my app. Okay, so what is the name? It's just welcome. So it's a JavaScript controller. Okay, so it will also add the controller as well. So actually it will also add the route setting and the targets. It's really nice because like otherwise manually you have to configure everything in the manifest. So I want to continue. Yes, overrides is fine. Again, overrides. Okay, it's done. So if I go to that my project, if I go to my project, then yeah, you can see that is the controller is added. Or or if I go to the view, I can see that welcome view is there. And if I go to the controller, that is actually you can see that like here, if I go to the main controller, actually the base controller extend, but if I go to the view, then actually base controller didn't extend because I manually added here. But what I have to do, I have to manually add this base controller and add it here. What I think it should work. So here, what I will do, this controller, and here I can add it. Now actually I can. So this manually task actually have to do. I'm not sure that is there any other way to do this or is just a bug. I'm not sure. But if you know something, you can leave a comments on that. But I found these things that manually need to do. Anyway, so at the same way, I can add the view in the other as well. By the way, so actually this is my applications. I didn't check my application. So let's check, and before continuing the other things, so here, that is my project, then come, okay, my app, that LPM start. Okay, failed, it could not middle affair the tool proxy. Yes, because actually I use that proxy, but actually that middleware proxy. Okay, so here what I have to do, I have to just npm install. I had to check. So basically it's configure something, and now npm. Okay, so it's the still actually that is I could not find the tools proxy, refer the project. Okay, so here actually I configured the proxy, but I have to configure this properly. So this proxy should be under the UI5 tooling. So let me install that here. Let it be done. It should not take this time. So if I check the service now and then start, let's check what's happened now. Okay, so it's look like that 404 not found. That means that here, that is good. I'm still using the service. If I go there, I should add the SAP. I think that it's better if they put by default that SAP. Anyway, so I just restart and then start. Now it's not good. Okay, so now actually you can see that is using the SAP proxy. So now if I add any service here in the manifest, I just add. I don't need to configure anything. I just need to put the service name here. So for example, if I had any other service name, for example, that is my shopping cart. Let me remove this. And if I check this, see, automatically it's connected. I mean that it's dialog. It's showing that means that I have connected. Okay, so actually I'm not using any data, but actually it's look like that services metadata is loaded. So it's really nice with if you work with that SAP UI5. So let's add something. So here I'm just make it stop. So let me add. I already added the view, and in that view, as I already shown you, that it is also as I added the view. So here actually it is also created the root here and the targets. So everything is configured. No need to do anything. You need to just trigger the root from your applications. So now add something about that. So now I want to add the custom control. Custom control. So it should ask that actually where I will add this. So yeah, so I want to add here. So name my control. So you know that actually that it's extend the UI code control. So if I go that control, it's already added. It's really nice. So actually, like here, the same way you can add others, like, but like also cap also support, unit test also support. You can do this, but now actually I want to show you the interesting part of the deployment. So now actually here, I mean that if I go to the project, that package, you can see that the script and this build option is there. Okay, so the build option, that also that it's there. But now what I will do, I will check to build again. So just I have to run the npm build. It should get the our distribution folder is created. It's really good. I don't need to do anything. And here actually that if I go to that destination file and distribution, so here this is good, and in that YAML file it is also good. But before deploying, actually, if I go to the my applications, here actually there is the deploy configuration file. It didn't create automatically. But if I go to that UI5 app, then you can see actually this is that UI5 deploy configure is, it's a blank configuration is there. But here what I am working with, that my application actually is not there, the deploy. So that is the reason I have to manually add a command, that is Fiori add deploy config. So it will ask some basic question. After that, actually, it will create. Okay, so now actually it's the above. Okay, fine. So I will use that SAP S4HANA. So 001. Okay. So for example, JD test deployment and manually staff. It's okay. Manually. It's no required. Okay, so here need to apply. Okay, it's stream is configured. So now you can see that UI5 deployed. So deploy UI5 is there for your deployments, and it will use when we will run the npm deploy. So if I go to the package, so here, so here actually that is the deploy also, it is appearing here. So earlier you have seen that only that sorry, it's the deploy is already executed, but actually it will not work because actually still there is no package. It's for the other, it's for the my app. So actually I'm just cancel this, but I can also use the same things, like if I close all, and if I go to the package, if I go to my package, then also, right, actually there is no, deploy is there, so it is added. So actually what I can do, I can just run that command, but actually I will not deploy. I will just add like npm run deploy. So it's executing and also start deployments, but you can see actually it will follow that path, and after that it will deploy. So I don't want to deploy. I just wanted to show you how it's working with that UI5 projects. You can do everything, almost everything. So I can say, I mean that for your project purpose you can find, but still actually there are some things need to adjust manually, because I want to do everything here, because actually here that the controller, the base controller is there, but still if I want to add manually, then I have to manually update that. So that's it for today. And last one is that is also configure the GitHub. So from here actually you can just commit, and it will also ask you for that. So yeah, it's the same way you can upload to your project. So that's the things all about that UI5 projects, and you also have seen that some things I have to manually do, but I'm not sure that is my configuration is wrong, or is the still it is the bug. But if you know something, you can just leave the comment. Thank you.